Coffee just tastes better on trail. Also, you know, when you're using part of your preciously limited water supply. So I know desert hiking isn't for everybody, but there is a certain rugged beauty out here that I just love. You can get up on some of these peaks and look around and not see, you know, human civilization for hundreds of miles in every direction, which is kind of cool. Plus, you know, wild horses and spectacular canyons. And, you know, the sun blaring across here makes it really easy to get up early in the morning. One of my lessons from the PCT, ECT was I'm no longer young enough to avoid stretching every morning. Ow. So I am just south of S22 in Ellawash. And yeah, you can see there are tire tracks back here. And I really didn't want to have an ATV or run across me in the middle of the night. So that's why I'm way over in this corner. And don't worry, if you don't like this kind of super arid terrain, it is going to get greener because I'm headed over into the mountains. It is really nice to wake up out here with all of my clothing layers just bone dry. I don't usually go for sun umbrellas. I've used them off and on in the past, but the problem is a little bit of wind picks up and they're just unusable. I have to say though, this one, maybe I should have carried it. Actually, the big mistake I made is I should have brought sun gloves. For those of the peak bagger community, I'm basically a little bit south of Rosa Point, and so also Rabbit Villager. So you see that ridge there, the really prominent one. Really cool hike to Villager and Rabbit up top. Done that a couple of times, which makes that Toro peak, and in the background there, Rosa. Okay, busiest road yet. I'm just around Inspiration Point. From here, I'm cross country for a bit. Okay, welcome to the Borrego Badlands. There's civilization, then I'm up in those mountains, a few thousand feet higher. Oh wow, this is gonna be fun. So much for being cross country. I guess that is why the wash was closed. Dune encroachment. I have been dragging. Fortunately, on the other side of this, I'm going to end up gaining some altitude, so that should hopefully improve circumstances just a bit. Have I mentioned how much road walking sucks when you're tired? Can't even listen to my headphones because vehicle noise is too loud and they're coming by so often. But that's okay, because if you see up there, that is Hellhole Canyon. That ridge to the left is the ridge I go up. So she was a PCT trail angel, and she saw me walking along and just wanted to make sure I wasn't lost. Being on other trails does make me miss just how easy and straightforward everything was on the PCT and AT. Things are set up for long distance hikers, so there's always water ahead, there's always food ahead, there's always charging ahead. Versus here I show up and I'm like, hey, I'm a hiker, can I hide my pack somewhere and buy some things? And by the way, do you have a wall plug I could use? And they're like, I think I'm a homeless person. Which technically I am, but homeless with direction. And this is the part where I have to remind myself how bad it would be were I to just fling myself into the nice water feature. Busy day. So my through hiker sense did get me to a functional power plug here, but I'm not having much luck as far as finding a place to fill 2 gallons of water. Probably just gonna have to buy it at a store in town. A little bit on the busy side here today. 2 gallons of water and a couple of days of food. This is going to hurt. Okay, this is a bit on the heavy side. Got about 5 liters of water in a drum, another half gallon in a jug, and my normal bottles on the side. But it looks like the couple of springs that are ahead are a little questionable. For the record, the people running Center Market here were friendly, but their selection was a little limited. Fortunately, I've been surviving off gas stations for most of the last year, so no biggie. Okay, time to get off the road. Oh man. Of course, I had a bathroom emergency, had to find a place to dig a hole that wasn't easy, and right after. Okay. As pleasant as it is here, I'm really looking for a spot to camp. Found a little spot to tuck in up above Borrego Springs, which is good because I'm carrying a lot of water and I'd like to lighten up before I head up any further. Home sweet home for the night.